They say recruiting is the lifeblood of any college sports program. And if you saw the Gators play in either of the last 2 seasons, you know the team needs some new blood fast. Step 1, early signing day for head coach Billy Napier. The new class is 20 players deep and should take a look at Jacksonville running back Trayon Webb signing today with Florida. One key area of need has got to be quarterback, certainly, and Florida officially lands California gunslinger Jaden Rashada. The Gators flipping the quarterback from Miami in the months leading into signing day. Other skill position players, Aiden Mizell, a top 20 receiver from Orlando. Tampa's Eugene Wilson III could make some noise there. At offensive line, ESPN ranks IMG Academy's Kenjaya Harris as the #1 center in the nation. Roderick Kearney is the 5th-ranked guard. A little bit of strength in the trenches there. That continues on the other side of the ball. Kelby Collins out of Alabama, the #5 defensive tackle in the class. Gavin Hill, you already know from Buchholz. Also in the front 7, Jaden Robinson from Columbia High. More on him in a moment. In the secondary, in-state players Sharif Denson and Dijon Johnson are both top 25 corners, and Jordan Castell is the 10th-ranked safety. All told, ESPN ranks this class #8 in the country. Napier would love to see them on the field first.
It's certainly a blessing to welcome such a talented group, but also a group that's got character. Really thankful for this group. And I think if you're in the rankings, to have a top 10 class in the first year, just really proud of our staff and all the hard work that went into that. Time will tell if our evaluations were spot on.